1 minute into this one, Eric Gilpin out front, 12 and a 404, 405 out of Brody, making a 409 now. Your top two drivers separated by 8/10. Your third and fourth, your top four drivers all separated by less than 2 seconds now.
We got 149 in. It's Brody, Scott, and Matty now to the 2. Scott Dyke back and forth between Brody and Scott Dyke. Matt Peterson in the 4, Dalen in the 5. You're on a 12-4-17. Matty Fields on a good run here. 156. Drive like a girl. Your leader double, single. Work with your leader now. She's in the middle of the track. Onto the table.
So Matty Fields through that rhythm section, working her way over to that right side tabletop now. Matty in that teal and pink car, that team associated ride. She's going to slide back to that number 2 spot. Scott Dyke going to take his turn at the lead. Red, white, and blue team associated ride as well. Working his way to the right side of the track. Under the Badger Machine Works sign and down the straightaway he goes, coming across the line. Scott Dyke crosses the 20.9. Going to get that lead back to Matty. So Matty, Scott, Brody, and Eric having a great battle. 1.6 seconds separating the top 4 now, as we are 3 minutes into this one with 1 minute left to go.
In the main, lower main.
1 minute left.
I tried to watch one the other day, and it's hard to even watch. Like if we just did one, not the other. But we use live RT, so what do you say to that?
Yeah. 15 seconds to go. Matty opening up a 4.5 second lead here late.
Oh, you play, you work here?
No, but it does say it's not the same overlay.
So Matty, our leader, over that tabletop, a little bit shaky this last lap, getting through some traffic. Coming across the line with the win there.
Chance Brazier done.
12 and a 412.
Eric Gilpin done.
She might want to check her consistency on that one and report it. That was a pretty good run. Scott Dyke done in the 2, followed by Nathan, Brody, Dalen, Matt, Eric,
all drivers are finished.
Chance. All stop, all done.
The race
Drivers park your cars, get right back out there to marshal race number 3, race number 5, heat number 3, 21.5 two-wheel drive buggy presented by Narrative Coffee. You guys are up.
21.52 WD buggy by Narrative Coffee. Heat 3 of 3. One minute to the start of the race.
Scrape my battery up.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, what's my marshal situation look like over here? I need my marshals to the middle. Where's my marshals at? I have plenty of drivers. I have plenty of drivers out there, which means I should never, ever, ever be waiting for marshals.
Start of the race.
Yep, this is our last.
There we go. All right, drivers, go ahead and turn them loose.
Scott Davis. Kyle Johnson. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Toby Jenkins. Matt Jacobs. Lucas Nelson. Chris Painter, less than 5. Jackson Dunn. Richard Orr.
All right, shut him down. No new
James
laps.
Brown.
Toby Jenkins, RTQ from round number 1, going to lead us around 4 by Richard Orr, Kyle Johnson, Scott Davis, Jackson Dunn, Lucas Nelson, Matt Jacobs, James Brown, and Chris Painter. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Toby Jenkins on the tone in less than 5. Richard Orr, Kyle Johnson, Scott Davis, Jackson Dunn, Lucas Nelson, Matt Jacobs, James Brown, and Chris Painter. I'm cold now. So Toby had a 13.403 in round number 1. We're all trying to beat it right here. Nobody going faster than TQ pace right now. We are coming up on, oh my goodness. I'm all for experimenting with baked goods, Mike, but I'm not sure that that's what I'm into. All right, 1 minute into this one, Toby Jenkins on a 404, 13.407 for Kyle Johnson in that 2 spot. That top 2 driver separated by just a couple of tenths of a second. Chris Painter, our big mover in this one, running P5 right now, making P4, looking to go 5 positions better than his round number 1 time. So Chris Painter in the orange car over that tabletop and down the straightaway. That's our big mover right now. So Toby Jenkins in the HB car. Actually, those are Bristol colors from a while ago. Teal and silver on that HB ride with the yellow wheels. Working through that front rhythm section to the rollers. Over to that right side tabletop. Toby Jenkins looking solid. A 403 with an 8. Had a 403 with a 4 from round number 1. Looking to improve a little bit here now. 402 with a 7. He is on TQ pace. Richard Orr in that number 2 spot on a 406. Making it Kyle Johnson on a 406. Kyle Johnson and Toby Jenkins both with a shot at TQ. Richard Orr looking to fall back on his round 1 time with 1 minute 45 to go. Oh, keep it clean, drivers, keep it clean. So again, I said it earlier in round number 1, I'm going to say it again here in round number 2. If you're going into a corner behind a car, I don't care if you've got more speed. It's still your job to make that pass clean. Passes on corner exit that involve contact aren't really passes, in my opinion. Caution wall ride, caution wall ride, caution wall ride. Caution wall ride. Clear. Go, go, go. It's a good thing your Crocs are in all-wheel drive. That would have been terrible otherwise.
1 minute left.
Inside of 1 minute, Toby Jenkins is still on that TQ pace, looking to beat Toby Jenkins for round number 1. So Toby usually does get a little bit faster, and then it's kind of a crapshoot whether he wants to show up for the mains or not. I hope he shows up today. So Toby a 13.402 with a 3, a little bit better than round number 1. Kyle Johnson 407. Less than 30 drivers, less than 30. Toby's car looking great here in round number 2. Richard Orr holding steady in that number 3 spot, a couple seconds slower than round number 1. Scott Davis, same in 4, but by Jackson, Lucas, James, and Matt. I got a double on James over here. Need to see James after this race. All right, less than 5 drivers, less than 5. Keep going until she calls you done.
Toby Jenkins done. Kyle Johnson done. Richard Orr done. Jackson done. Scott Davis done. Lucas Nelson done.
All right,
James
Marshall's
Brown
hold
done.
position. Marshall's hold
Matt Jacobs
position.
done.
One more to finish. One more to finish. And
Chris
that was the
Painter
race
done.
drivers all stop, all done.
All
Toby
drivers are
Jenkins
finished.
resets TQ. 13.402, 407 for Kyle, 409 for Richard, followed by Scott, Chris, Jackson, Lucas, James, and Matt. James Brown to the booth.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 6. Masters 2WD Open Buggy by Toyota Lift NW Heat 1 of 3.
All right, drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out here to Marshall. We're looking for race number 6, Masters 2-wheel drive open buggy, presented by Toyota Lift Northwest. Heat number 1 of 3. Marshall's situation looks okay. Let's get Marshall to 6 and we're ready to go.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Alrighty, drivers, track is hot. Track is
Kyle
yours.
Johnson,
Sorry, cross country,
J.R.
that was
Clark.
100% my fault.
Sam Moss,
Thank you.
Jameson Florence, David Kerner, Tracy Talbot, Matt Peterson. 45 seconds to the start of the race. John Dunn. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, shut him down, drivers. Shut him down, shut him down. Let's go
10
ahead and get these
seconds to
guys
the
lined
start
up.
of the race.
Jameson Florence will roll off in that number 1 spot. Tracy Talbot will roll off 2. John Dunn 3. Matt Peterson 4. Kyle Johnson 5. Followed by JR,
5.
Sam, and David. Everybody to that front straightaway. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Natalie Orr, you're being paged. Natalie Orr, you're being paged. Richard, are you trying to get a substitute out there? Natalie Orr to Marshall for Dad. Natalie Orr to Marshall for Dad. Take spot number 4 out there. Your dad's up, I think, next race or the race after. Awesome, thank you. All right, drivers ready, Marshall's ready. Jameson Florence on the tone. Everyone else when I call your name. Tracy, John, Matt Peterson, Kyle, JR, Sam Moz, David Kerner. Oh, that's not it. Good job, baby. "45 seconds into this one, and we've got J.R. Clark out front. That Patriot special looking good out here. I say that right as he cases that hip jump. Oh, caution in the switchbacks. Caution in the switchbacks. So you're 1 and 2 running together. That's going to be J.R. Clark and Kyle Johnson working their way to that right side tabletop. That's Kyle in the 2, J.R. in the 1, running 1-2 on the clock. So Sam Ma is actually going to take over that top spot now. So it's Sam Ma in that Techno Team Associated ride. Bright blue, green logos on it. Working through the infield there. Minute 30 into this one. So Sam, Kyle, and JR your top 3. Sam, Kyle, and JR. Jameson Florence in the 4th spot. Kyle Johnson taking his turn at the top spot. So Kyle, white and yellow wheels, a little bit of hillbilly wheel setup there. In the silver, orange, and yellow. Working his way up and down that wall ride, making it through the switchbacks to the double single line, nice and smooth. Kyle not taking the chances there. So you see a lot of these cars are getting a little wild through that rhythm section. The double, triple, single is a popular line, but double, double, single, single works just fine too. So Sam Moz and J.R. Clark running 3 and 2. Jamison in that 4 spot. Matt Peterson 5, followed by John and David. As Kyle Johnson is opening up a little bit of a lead. Make it 4.5 seconds, make it 5.4 seconds as he crosses the line over J.R. Clark, closing it down now to 2.9. So J.R. Clark making some gains here. He started in that 1 spot, so he's going to have to pass Kyle. So JR getting hung up in that rhythm section may not be able to get it done here with 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
What'd you find? Oh, steering block.
Bit of a shock tower. Oof.
Caution, that is the leader right there. 30 seconds, drivers, 30 seconds. Battle's going to be for 2 and 3. J.R. Clark and Sam Moz. Oh no, and Kyle goes upside down. JR was only 1.2 back. Now JR passing Kyle on the track. Will it be enough? We'll find out. 3, 2, 1. And drivers, that is time on the master clock. Keep going until she calls you done.
Change
J.R. Clark caught at the line. Oh, no, J.R. Clark, go. Everyone go, you're still hot. Jamison got caught, not J.R. Looking for J.R., Sam, Kyle, Matt, and David to finish. Keep on going until she calls you done.
J.R. Clark done. Kyle Johnson done. Sam Moz done. Matt Peterson done.
All right, can I get a couple volunteers to get these doors closed, please? I think we're aired out enough. And that is the race. J.R. Clark taking the win there, 13 and a 4:10. Up 10 positions from last round. Sam Moz 2, Kyle Johnson 3, followed by Jamison, Matt, John, and David.
The race is completed.
Again, drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. Race number 7, our B sort of Masters 2-wheel drive open buggy presented by Toyota Northwest. You guys are up.
Masters 2WD open buggy by Toyota Lift NW Heat 2 of 3.
1 sec, Brandon. All right, so Mr. Eddie Goodridge is in the house. He brought some goodies to replace our stolen goods that are presented out here at in the trophy station here. So Team Brewed Racing, Eddie Goodridge. So hands together for Eddie and Julia. Thank you guys for your support. So we are in the middle of rebuilding thanks to good people like this. So thank you, Eddie.
No problem, guys.
All right, we'll get the last couple of marshals back out there. Give you guys
45
just a second. I
seconds
know
to the
you're
start
old,
of the
don't move
race.
very fast. I need a marshal out there to 8. I give you guys crap, but you guys are only. I'll be with you guys next year. So, all right, one more out there to 8, please. Marshal out there to 8. We can
30
get
seconds
going.
to the start of the race.
Marshal to 8, please. I had. How many did I have in there? I had 8 in that last one too. So, who am I missing?
15 seconds to the start of the
You should
race.
be on 400, 350. 400 in the front, 350 in the rear.
Less than 5.
Again, I still need my marshal out to 8. I had a full heat last race. I don't know why I'm waiting. Thank you, John. All right, drivers, get him checked in.
Scott Jackson. Ricky Bobby Bozer. BJ Fossey. Jake Zalikos. Jay Riggs. Mike Majori. Sean O'Reilly.
All right, shut him down. Looking for a check on Tom Bristol. Straightaway is closed. Ricky Bozer needs some good luck for the rest of the day. He's not had the greatest of days so far. Let's get Ricky Bozer out to that one spot. Scott Jackson will roll off 2, Tom Bristol 3, followed by Sean, Mike, Jay, BJ, and Jake. Last call, Tom Bristol. All right, we'll get Tom to that back straightaway and get going here. Ricky will start us off. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Ricky Bozer on the tone in less than 5. Scott Jackson, Tom Bristol, Sean O'Reilly, Mike Majori, Jay Riggs, BJ Fozzie, and Jake Zorkos. Didn't realize I was going to need my sunglasses to RD today. Sorry, most of the track is completely blind to me right now. Scott Jackson out front right now, 14 in a 410. Be good enough for an A main spot right now, provided everything holds for the third heat. Mike Majori is in that 2 spot now, 13 in a 4 flat, bumping 14. There it is, 14.418. Jay Riggs on a solid run, 13.407, 408 for Ricky. 410 for Sean. So Jay, Ricky, and Sean having a great battle in the middle of the pack here, followed by Jake, Tom, and BJ. Two minutes into this one and 2 minutes left to go. Scott and Mike both on a solid 14-lap run, trying for that A main pace right now. A 17.6 out of Mike Majori last time by is the hot lap on track. 17.7 out of Scott Jackson a few laps ago. Oh, 17.4 now out of Majori. So Majori through that front rhythm section, kind of that teal color car. Oh, that announcer's curse is real. Sorry, Mike. So the good news for Mike is Scott had a long lap last time too. Not quite that long though. So 4 seconds the advantage for Scott Jackson over Majori. Jay Riggs 1.5 back from Mike. 13.4 flat now for Majori. 4.03 for Riggs. Bozer at 4.08. 4.16 for O'Reilly. Coming up on 1 minute, drivers. 1 minute left to go. Again, race number 7, heat number 3 of Masters 2-wheel drive buggy. You guys are up next. Seconds to go, drivers. 30 seconds to go. Majori back on that 14 lapper. Ricky Bozer up to third now on a 405, 13.405. But it's Scott Jackson right now, 14.413 with an 8. That would be good enough for 8th spot, making him the bubble boy going into the final heat of Masters 2-wheel drive. Scott Jackson taking a nice conservative line on that front rhythm section. It's really working out for him. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and drivers, that is time on the master clock. Keep on going until she calls you done. We got a 4:13 leader's pace right now.
Ricky Bobby Bozer Dunn.
Ricky Dunn in third.
Scott Jackson Dunn. J. Riggs Dunn. BJ Fossey Dunn. Jake Sourpuss Dunn. Mike Majori
All
Dunn.
right, one more to finish.
Sean
All
O'Reilly
stop,
done.
all done. All
Cupcake
stop, all done.
done.
Scott Jackson.
All drivers are finished.
414. 419 for Majori. 13.408 with a 6 for Bozer. Jay Riggs, 408 with a 9. Followed by Sean, Tom, Jake, and BJ. All
The
stop,
race
all
is
done, all stop, all
completed.
done. Drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out here to Marshall. Race number 8. Heat number
Up
3
next,
of Masters
race
2 by
number
Buggy.
8.
You guys are up.
Masters 2 WD Open Buggy by Toyota Lift NW Heat 3 of 3. Tom Wagoner. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, well, we're waiting for our marshals. We'll take a lap around the track and thank our sponsors. We want to thank Team Associated, Reedy Power,
Sean
Toyota Lift Northwest. Track is closed, drivers. Track is closed. Track
Terry Stephenson.
is open. Track is
45
open. Sorry, I
seconds to
can't
the
see the
start
right
of the
side of the
race.
track right now.
Derek Farmer.
We want to thank Anthony's Contracting, Protect RC, J&S RC Hobbies in Marysville. They are the title
Ryan Brooks.
sponsor for today's race. A-Main
Terry
Hobbies,
Hill.
the garage door guys.
Richard
We want to
Roth.
thank Badger Machine
30
Works,
seconds to
Team
the
T,
start of the
Narrative
race.
Coffee Company, Will Speed RC, Sun Pedal USA. We want to thank Team Brood. We want to thank Macklin Racing and everybody else. J Concepts, of course. We want to thank everybody who helps keep this program
15
going.
seconds to the start of the race.
Drivers, shut them down. No new laps, please. Straightaway is closed.
Here, I'll block the sun if you want.
Less than 5.
Right there, yeah. Thank you. All right, Sean Maybell will roll off first. Derek Farmer, 2, Aaron 3, followed by Brett, Terry Yo, Terry Stephenson, Tom Wagoner, and Richard Orr. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Sean Maybell on the tone in less than 5. Derek Farmer, Aaron Brooks, Brett Wilson, Terry Yo, Terry Stephenson, Tom Wagoner, Richard Orr. So Tom Wagoner coming out swinging 15.407. A 406 for Aaron Brooks. So Aaron Brooks looking solid here. That custom chassis Team Associated ride. Aaron Brooks, white base with the blue and the red, working his way down across the line right there. Aaron Brooks, a 15.404 with a 6 now. Got 404 for Aaron Brooks, 409 for Tom Wagoner, Sean Maybell, 15.410. Don't sleep on Sean, he's usually faster in the last 2 minutes. Brett Wilson up to that 3 spot. So we have 3 drivers on a 409 right now. We got a 409 with a 5, a 7, and an 8. And we got Aaron Brooks now. Oh, Aaron Brooks now up back to that number 1 spot now. 15.407 with an 8. Had a bad lap a couple laps ago. Slid back a little bit. So it's Brooks, Wilson, Maybell, your top 3. Wagoner, Farmer, rounding out the top 5. Followed by Richard, Terry Stephenson, and Terry Yo. Aaron Brooks getting hung up at the tabletop. And there it is, right at the 2-minute mark. It's going to be Sean Maybell up to that number 1 spot. 15.411 with a 2, 411 with a 6 for Wagoner, 412 for Brett Wilson. And Aaron Brooks, a really long one there, going to fall back to a 14.4 flat in that number 4 spot. So Sean Maybell, red base, white and yellow on yellow wheels coming across the line, moving to the hip jump right now. That Team Associated B6.4, all those factory team goodies as he is the Team Associated representative up here. rolling through that rhythm section to that tabletop, coming down the straightaway one more time. Sean Maybell, a 16.3 that time by. So how that on track belongs to Aaron Brooks with a 15.7, and that was back on lap number 2. We're down to 1 minute and 10 seconds. Gap from 1 to 2 now is about 5 seconds. That's Maybell over Wagoner. Make it Farmer now up to 2:15, 4:14. So Derek Farmer making
1 minute left.
his way around, having a nice good run here. "35 seconds to go, drivers. 35 seconds to go. Four-wheel drive modified buggy, you guys are up next." So Sean Maybell, 3 seconds the advantage over Farmer, and we got a great battle, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's Farmer, Wagoner, Brooks, and Wilson. Richard Orr in 6, followed by Terry O. Less than 10 drivers, less than 10. Ooh. BJ, before you depart that corner, could you fix the end of the pipe there?
Uncle done.
Thank you.
Sean Mabel done.
And drivers, that is time.
Derek Farmer done. Terry
Keep
Hill
going
done.
until she calls you done.
Richard Orr done. Aaron Brooks done.
One more to finish. Tom Wagoner to finish. Tom Wagoner still hot, still live.
Tom Wagoner done.
That is a
All
race.
drivers are
Sean
finished.
Maybell, 15.409. Your TQ. Derek Farmer, 2. Aaron Brooks, 3. Tom Wagoner, 4. Followed by Brett Wilson, Richard Orr, and Terry O. All
The race is
stop,
complete.
all done. All stop, all done. Drivers from that race, park your cars. Get right back out there to Marshall. Looking for race number 9, four-wheel drive modified.
Up next,
You guys are
race
up.
number 9. 4WD Mod
Let
Buggy
me
by
get 2
Kruvit
volunteers.
Carl
I got
Bauer.
a couple drivers back to
Keep
back.
one
Let me
of
get 2
one.
volunteers into this race, please. 2 volunteer marshals, please.
Never Ready Bunny. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, we'll get our marshals to 6 and 7. Do I have a
45
marshal at the end
seconds
of the
to the
rhythm
start of
section?
the
I can't
race.
see that far. Do I have a marshal on bucket 1 over there? Thank you, Kevin. All right, drivers, track is hot. Track is yours.
Ashon Bristol. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah,
Tell.
Kevin, if we could just get your help in the rhythm section, or
Send Boss.
send that young
Brandon Pratt.
driver to the rhythm section, please.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I have checks on everyone. Straightaway closed, no new laps. So Keith Hadley was your TQ from round number 1, 16 laps and a 4:12. He'll lead us around, followed by Marcus Ramirez, Ashton Bristol, Tyler Wilbur, Brett Wilson, Sam Moz, and Brandon Fry. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Keith Hadley on the tone in less than 5. Go Marcus, Ashton, Tyler, Brett, Sam, and Brandon. So 16.404 was our TQ from round number 1. That was Keith Hadley. Marcus Ramirez opening up strong. 403 with a 3. 16.403 with a 5 for Ashton. 404 with a 9 for, make it 403 with an 8 for Keith Hadley now. Everybody opening up a little bit faster than they started. Race 10, 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. Heat number 1 of 2. You guys are up next. Sam Miles with a nice correction in the rhythm section last time by. I got really wonky on the first half and somehow pulled it off. But it's Marcus Ramirez out front in that orange and white Team Associated ride. White wheels coming through the infield, looking to go up the wall ride through the switchbacks. A little bit of a leg lift as he's pushing that car pretty darn hard. Ashton Bristol just a couple tenths back in that number 2 spot. He was running solid red last round. Let's see what color of body he's running this time. And it's still solid red as he works his way through the rhythm section as well. So your gap 1 to 2 is about half a second now with 1:30 to go. Keith Hadley, Tyler Wilbur sitting about 5 seconds back from that battle, running 3 and 4. Caution rhythm, caution rhythm. Clear. So Keith Hadley do hot lap on track, a 14.9. 1:15 to go. Caution, switchbacks. Oh, Ashton Bristol going down on his way to the wall ride. So that might move Keith Hadley up to that 2 spot. We'll find out at the line. So Hadley crosses at a 15.3 and 19.3 out of Ashton. The gap is 6 tenths. Caution rhythm, caution rhythm. So Ashton and Keith, it's going to be the battle right now as we're inside of 45 seconds. Ashton and Keith, Keith and Tyler, 2 and 3 and 4 is the battle right now. Those 3 cars separated by under 2 seconds. Less than 30 drivers, under 30 to go. Marcus Ramirez on that TQ pace, 16 and a 405 with an 8. Hadley had a 412 in round number 1, so everybody going a bit faster here in round number 2. Keith Hadley now up to that number 2 spot. Didn't see what happened to Ashton, but he is not turning laps right now. And drivers, that is time on the master clock. Keep on going until she calls you done.
Towel done. Never Ready Bunny done. Boss done. Brandon Fry done. Uncle done.
And that is
Sam
the race
Ross done.
drivers. Marcus Ramirez.
All drivers are finished.
TQ 16.408, 411 for Keith Hadley. 15.4 flat for Wilbur, followed by Brett, Sam, Brandon, and Ashton.
The race is completed.
Again, drivers from that race, park your cars, get ready to go. Marshall, again, I need 2 or 3 volunteers, please. Make it 3 volunteers for this
Up
coming
next,
race.
race number 10. 4WD 13.5
Yes, please.
buggy by the Dutch family.
Thank you, Tom.
Heat 1 of 2. One minute to the start of the race. Kenneth Sproul.
All right, drivers, I need Marshall to 6.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Yeah, Marshall to 6 and we're good to go. Thank you, Tyler. All right, drivers, warm them up. Ashton, if I could get your help with the rhythm section, that'd be
Hart.
awesome.
Chris Painter. Matty Fields. Jameson Florence. Abe Talbot, Mike Hood,
Yeah, right there's
Ricky
perfect.
Bobby Bozer, David Kerner. 30 seconds to the start of
Oh,
the
rhythm
race.
section, caution rhythm
Scott
section.
Dyke,
All right,
15 seconds
drivers.
to the start of the
I
race.
am looking for a check on
Jake
Jake
Salicos.
Zorkos. That's it, drivers. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed.
Less than 5.
Sean Hart going to lead us around. Scott Dyke will roll off 2. Matty Fields 3. Mike Hood 4. Jake Zorkos in the 5 spot, followed by Chris, Abe, Jameson, David, Kenneth, and Ricky. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Good guy Sam over there making sure that we got a body on all the cars. Thank you. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. On the Sean Harp on the tone in less than 5. Scott Dyke, Matty Fields, Mike Hood, Jake Zorkos, Chris Pater, Abe Talbot, Jameson Florence, David Kerner, Kenneth Sproul, and Ricky Bozer. Ricky Bozer opening up 12 and a 410. That would be good enough for 12 overall from last round. 13 417 now for Ricky. Sean in that 2 spot, followed by Kenneth and Matty. Caution hip jump. Clear. That one's broken. Yeah, pull it. Thank you. 1:30 into this one, 2:30 to go. Ricky Bozer, Matty Fields out in the front of this field. Chris Painter leading an entire freight train all the way back to the 9th place car of Scott Dyke. All of them in the battle here, followed by Jameson and David. Halfway home with this one, Ricky Bozer out front, 12 and a 402, pushing for a 13 lapper here in qualifying round number 2. This is heat number 10, race number 10 of 20, halfway through round number 2, even with that lipo fire delay in just barely an hour, so well done everyone. 2:30 into this one, 1:30 left to go. Chris Painter working his way up the order now, back up to that number 2 spot. Matty sliding back to 3, followed by Jake, Scott, and Abe, rounding out your top 6. Caution straight away, go outside clear. One minute to go, drivers. 1 minute to go. Seeing a lot more sensible driving through that rhythm section this time. Double, double, single, single seems to be the ticket for these 13.5 cars. It's hard to get that timing right. Finding that balance in the rear shock so you're not bouncing everywhere. Oh, caution, straightaway clear. That could have gone a whole lot worse. 30 seconds to go, drivers. Battle's going to be for 2 and 3. Chris Painter, 1.5 seconds up on Matty right now. Matty coming across the line, working her way to the wall ride. It shows 1.2 seconds the advantage for Chris. Less than 10, drivers, less than 10. Keep going until she calls you done. couple out of the park here. Both of those go rhythm side, rhythm side, rhythm side. Thank you, Ashen. Driver's time is expired on the master clock. Keep going until she calls you done.
Abe Talbot
Chris
done.
Painter going down in the
Sean Hart
rhythm
done.
section. That might
Mike Hook
give
done.
2 to Maddie Fields.
Matty Fields done. Scott Dyke done. Ricky Bobby
Ricky
Bozer done.
Bozer done
Chris
in
Painter
1.
done.
Maddie 2.
Jake
Chris
Salakos
Painter 3.
done.
Followed by Jake, Scott, Abe, Mike, Sean. Looking for David. David to finish. One more still live. One more still live.
David
That is the
Kerner
race.
done.
All stop, all done.
All
Ricky
drivers have
Bozer,
finished.
12:402, 409 for Maddie, 410 for Chris. Followed by Jake, Scott, Abe, Mike, Sean, and David.
The
All
race is
stop, all done, all
completed.
stop, all done. Drivers from that race, park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. We're looking for a race of 11, heat number 2, a 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy presented by the Dyke
Up
family.
next, race number 11. 4WD 13.5 buggy by the Deitch family. Heat 2 of 2.
I'll try. Yeah, it does. It blocks the thumb down.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Real blind spot with time to stand there early. It's hard. It's be on this side, I think.
If we put the cone there, it winds up blocking a lot.
There's several times. It's good.
Yeah, it kind of just has to be at the end right there for the
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right,
15 seconds
yeah,
to
that
the
whole
start of the
spot is
race.
a compromise. There's nothing we can do about it. We need somebody there. All right, last
Five.
couple marshals to position, please. Need marshal to 3. Marshal to 3. I had 11 of you. All right, we'll get that going. Do I have a marshal at the front rhythm section? If I could get one, please. Just an extra set of hands, if I could. All right, driver's track is hot. Track is yours. Brett Wilson to the booth when you can, please.
Bradley Sproul, Terry Yeo, Scott Jackson, John Dunn, Sean Nelson, Lucas Nelson, Patrick Zust, Mike Majori, Brandon Fry, Josh Gates, Aiden Peterson.
All right, drivers, shut them down. No new laps. Straightaway is closed. So Terry Yeo, our TQ from round number 1, going to lead us around here in round number 2. Patrick Zust in that number 2 spot. Mike Majori 3, followed by Sean, Bradley, Brandon, Scott, Josh, Lucas, John, and Aiden. Drivers ready, marshals ready. I can get an extra set of hands in that rhythm section. That'd be awesome. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Yes, please. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Terry Yeo on the tone in less than 5. Patrick Zust, Mike Majori, Sean Nelson, Bradley Sproul, Brandon Fry, Scott Jackson, Josh Gates, Lucas Nelson, John Dunn, Aiden Peterson.
Got you, buddy.
Thank
Patrick Zeus off to an early start. Terry Yeo, Bradley Sproul, Mike Majori, top 4 right now, chasing a 14-4-13. Early in on this one, we got a TQ run in place. Patrick Zeus on a good start here in this one. He is now on your rhythm section here, coming through, gets through the traffic nice and clean. So Patrick Zeus over the table, down the straightaway he goes. Last time by 73, this time 16-9. So Zeus on to the wall. In the 2 is Bradley Sproul. In the 3, Terry Yeo, Mike Majori in the 4, Scott Jackson 5, Nelson, Fry, Gates, Peterson, and John Dunn and Lucas. 2-3 2:33 to go. Fast lap on the track, 16.3, set by Patrick Zeus. The last time I looked, he was clean. Nobody around him, and now he is coming into the rhythm section. Coming into some traffic now onto the tabletop. Your leader, Bradley, now coming through the rhythm section. Double, single, single. He goes, keeping it nice and smooth and consistent. So we are 2.3 separating your 1 and 2. This time by, we have a 2.1. Bradley starting to chomp into that gap we have between Patrick and Bradley. Terry O, here he is, half second off the back of Bradley in the 3. So your friendly Canadian starting to put on the pressure to the back of Bradley Sproul now. So we will, oh, Terry gets lucky on the rhythm. I believe that was him. Yeah, so Terry getting away with one. Now onto the wall ride. He's still in your 2. He takes over Patrick Zeus in the 3. Bradley to the top, so Zeus having a long lap. Minute 30 to go. You've got a fast lap set by Patrick still at 16.3. 14.401 is your pace right now for Bradley Sproul. Setting a TQ pace right here in round 2. Looking for a 15-lap pace. He is knocking on the door of a 15-lapper. Terry to the top. Terry loves it when we talk about him on the microphone. On to the wall ride, your leader. Work with him. Coming up into traffic. Watch it, Terry. Coming up. Nice way to work with your leader. Terry gets through the rhythm section nicely. Onto the table he goes. Last time by, he was a 17-1. This time coming down, crossing the loop with a 17 flat. So he's stringing together a bunch of high 16s and 17-second laps. Taking the lead with Bradley in the 2, only 1 second off the back of Terry O. Patrick Zeus in the 3, Scott Jackson in the 4. All these top 4 drivers just separated by 2 seconds. Sean Nelson in the 4. Jackson now moving down to the 6 with Nelson, Fry, Jackson, Majori, Gates, Peterson, Lucas, and Dunn. 17 seconds to go on the master clock. Terry O having a great run, moving himself. He's down to the 3. Yo, moving down to the 3, putting Patrick Zeus back to the top. So these top 3 will go all the way to the end of the master clock. Undecided. Keep going to hear your name.
Patrick Zeus done. Terry Yeo done. Bradley Sproul done.
So Bradley on that last lap taking the lead. Patrick to the 2. Terry
Josh
hanging in
done.
there in the 3. But what a battle up front that
Aiden
was.
Peterson done.
What a main
Sean
event
Nelson
that's
done.
going to be to watch these guys
Mike
battle it
Majori
out.
done. Lucas Nelson done.
So Terry
Sean
O
done.
taking the TQ,
Brandon Fry done.
13.5 forward ride buggy.
Scott
He will
Jackson
make
done.
the big time.
All drivers are finished.
Oh, Brad, no. 14.13.771. 14.401. Oh. Let me finish the race. I'll bet you it'll change that. I'm sorry. Let
The
me
race
get
is
finished.
completed.
Yep, sorry. Had to finish the race. Brad got him. Sorry, Terry. Sorry to get you excited, buddy. So, Bradley, you're going to go see Brenda. Bradley Sproul to Brenda when you're after your corner.
Up next, race number 12.
Don't forget my TQs from qualifying. Go see Brenda.
Contracting. Heat 1 of 2.
What a battle. Woo. Nail biter.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Davis. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Brian Parker.
All right, track is yours. Track
Jason
is yours.
Florence.
All right, this just in. Our Drive Like a Girl, sponsored by
Tracy Talbot.
Toyota Lift
15 seconds
Northwest.
to the start of the race.
These girls all turned in
Abe Talbot,
Averages are
Jay
over
Riggs.
90%
Jeremy McKnight,
for that
Russell Stephenson,
competition.
less than 5.
Maddie Fields, overall, taking that one, winning the money for 95.24. Nice job, Maddie. Thank you, David Kerner, Toyota Lift Northwest, for making that a fun challenge for our Drive Like a Girl program today. Yeah, we got Amy with a 92.7, Anya 91.6, Lorena 92, Natalie 90, Dalen 94, and then Maddie with a 93 to back it up for the win with a 95. All right, straightaway's closed, straightaway's closed. I need James Brown on the track. All right, just waiting for Brown to get himself up there. Your order's going to go BJ, Jay, James, Brian, Jameson, Scott, Jeremy, Seth, Tracy, Abe. Let's go, Brown. Come on, get yourself over there. Thank you.
James Brown,
All right, you're third, James. All right, so BJ, you're going to go on the tone. Jay. James. Brian. Jameson. Scott. Jeremy. Seth. Tracy. Abe. And Russell. Watch the rhythm, watch the rhythm, watch the rhythm, check up, clear. Rhythm again, check up, clear. Minutes to go. It's Brian Parker, Jameson, Jeremy, Seth, BJ, Abe, Tracy, James, Jay, Scott, and Russell. You guys are chasing a 14-4-17. Toby Jenkins set the TQ round 1. Mike, Rio, go down and turn the camera a little bit this way. Just a tiny bit this way. Straight away. Clear. Keep going. A little bit more, Rio. There you go. That'll work. There, right there, Rio. Jeremy McKnight, Seth Moser, Brian Parker, Jay Riggs, BJ Fossey, James Brown. That's your top 5 right now with a minute 30 to go. Jeremy McKnight leading this one with 13-4-14. Seth Moser in the 2, 13-4-16, 1 second off the back of your leader, McKnight. Moser's running a set of yellow wheels out there. You'll find him with his sausage truck. Rhythm. Thank you for calling that out.
1 minute left.
Here comes your second place driver now into the rhythm. So 45 seconds to go. Watch your rhythm. I want you to check it up. Put him back. Just put him in. There you go. Good call. So 30 seconds to go. McKnight, Parker, Bozer, Brown, Fossey, Riggs, Florence, Talbot, Abe, Stevenson, and Davis.
The tape in between the last two singles is starting to catch the front end. Black tape.
The last two singles on this section?
Yeah.
So 4 seconds. I need track crew, track crew. Track crew.
BJ Fossey done. J. Riggs done. Scott Davis done.
Ricky, I guess before the last single, it's tapes coming
Jameson
up.
Forrest
Grab a torch
done.
right here too.
Abe Talbot done.
Go
Sausage
with Ricky
done.
and grab a torch. That
Russell
last
Stephenson
single
done.
needs retake.
James Brown done. Jeremy
I
McKnight
think,
done.
I think that's what Bradley said.
Brian Parker done.
Davis, I need you to come see me.
Tracy Talbot done. All drivers are finished.
Davis, you went out for a minute on my. You had mechanicals? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, long lap. Yeah.
The race is completed.
All right, track is closed while we repair this and wait for our marshals. Marshals, make your way out.
Up next, race number 13. 2WD 13.5 Stadium Truck by Anthony's Contracting. Heat 2 of 2. One minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, just call Brendan, I'll take you to him.
Good. 45 seconds to the start of the
All right,
race.
thank you guys, appreciate it. Track is yours.
Brian Carlson. Carson Phipps. Toby Jenkins. Cupcake. Terry Stephenson. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Anthony Lammers.
Watch your rhythm
Rowe.
section, rhythm.
Brandon
clear.
Dyke. Raymond Shell. Sean O'Reilly. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right,
Less
no
than
more new
5.
laps, no more new laps. Hell yeah, sister. All right, no more new laps. Your order's going to go Jenkins, Phipps, Carlson, Stevenson, Shell, Dyke, Lalone, Lammers, Bristol, and O'Reilly. Okay, we're in good shape. Thank you, corners. Here we go, Toby on the tone. Phipps, Carlson, Stevenson, Shell, Dyke, Lalone, Lammers, Bristol, and O'Reilly. Watch the rhythm section, check it. Clear. Watch the rhythm section, check, clear. Nice catch, Jamison. Man. Another rhythm. Come on, guys. Clean it up in this rhythm section. You got this. Brody to go. Stevenson out front. Dyke now. Dyke to the top. Stevenson to the 2. Lalone, Shell, Jenkins really tight up front. Probably top 6 back and forth on the clock here. More in the rhythm section. That costs so many drivers, including myself. All it takes is one upside down there and kiss it goodbye. That's racing. .154, Dyke, Stevenson, Jenkins, Lalone, Bristol, Phipps, O'Reilly, Shell, Carlson, Lammers, Stevenson right now on 14.416 on a TQ pace. So we'll find Terry back straightaway here. He crosses the line now. So Stevenson, your leader. Dyke now your leader. Dyke's now onto the wall ride. Onto your front rhythm now goes your leader. Decided to go double, double, single, single. Keeping it nice and safe, keeping it consistent. Terry down to the 3 with Jenkins, moving his way all the way up to the 2 now. 3/10 off the back of your leader Dyke. So Jenkins starting to come on strong here in round 2. He is your TQ holder from round 1. So he's chasing 14.417. Brandon Dyke on a TQ pace. Minute to go.
left.
1 minute is all, Brandon. Just get it done. Down the straightaway goes your leader. Watch the rhythm section, rhythm section, rhythm section, and clear. Seconds, Dyke, Stevenson, Jenkins, all separated by a half a second. Your top 3 with 30 seconds to go. Again, this one will be decided down to the last lap. They're all on a TQ run as well. 20 seconds. Seconds. Dyke still 4:14. 1 second separating him and Terry. Dyke just needing to get through this rhythm section now with 5 seconds to go. He's got some traffic ahead of him. So your leader now onto the table, onto the straightaway. Clean enough track in front of him.
Jenkins done.
There he goes. Keep going, Brandon. Okay, he's got to do it again now. Back through the rhythm he goes, following a bunch of trucks in.
Brian Carlson
nice
done.
and clean.
Carson Phipps done. Terry Stephenson done.
Your RD, Brandon
done.
Dyke, taking home
Raymond
the
Shell
TQ. 14.414.
Anthony Lammers done.
Did Terry get him at the end?
Done.
He did. Last lap, Terry steals it. Oh, sorry, Brandon, I set you up. I know. You probably don't even want to know.
The race is complete.
14.414 to 14.415. Yeah. 0.2 of a second. Yeah.
Up next, race number 14. 17.52 WD Buggy Sunpedo. Heat 1 of 4. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, that was a fun race. Race number 14, heat number 1 at 75
45 seconds to the start of the race.
USA. I'll give my last marshals out there. I need 6 and 3. Yeah, give me a marshal on 3 and we're good to go here. Awesome, thank you for the help, Tom. Driver's
30
practice, off
seconds
track
to the
and
start of
field.
the race. Tyler Davis. Kyle Johnson. Brody Zalakos. Chris Painter. Ricky Bobby Bozer. David Kerner. Chance
Wasn't too
Brazier.
bad for only my second run on the track.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Practice, who needs practice?
I practiced so much yesterday.
Less than 5.
Alright, I got checks on everyone but Jackson. Shut him down, shut him down, shut him down. Let me get Jackson done across the line. Alright.
Jackson.
Yeah, we're good, we're good. No, it actually showed up as Brandon Sano. Oh, shut him down, get him on that straightaway, please.
He's running my 21.5 and 17.
That's really good.
All right, Kyle Johnson on the tone, followed by Chance, Brody, David, Tyler, Chris, Ricky, and Jackson. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Kyle Johnson on the tone in less than 5. Chance Brazier, Brody Zorkos, David Kerner, Tyler Davis, Chris Painter, Ricky Bozer, and Jackson Dunn. Couple of drivers taking the scenic route through that rhythm section. 45 seconds into this one, Ricky Bozer out front. Again, Ricky had a terrible Q1. Looking a little bit better here in Q2, showing a 13.402. Kyle Johnson rolling in that 2 spot. Kyle and Ricky have been battling pretty hard today. Really good to see those guys getting after it without getting after each other. Jackson Dunn in that number 3 spot, followed by Chris Painter. Chris Painter's had a pretty strong day today, too. So minute 40 into this one. Battle's going to be 2, 3, and 4. Jackson and Chris separated by 9 thousandths of a second. Ricky Bozer in that number 1 spot. I think we missed a lap on Kyle. I'll check it at the line. Yeah, I got that. It's fixed now. So Ricky Bozer an 8-second advantage over Jackson, 9/10 up on Chris Painter. Kyle Johnson back to that number 4 spot, followed by Chance, Tyler, Brody, and David. So Ricky Bozer having a solid run, 18.2 last time by. That is hot lap on track and his personal best. A minute 15 to go. Oh, that one goes wall side. Thank you, Ray. Kyle Johnson working his way back up into that number 2 spot. So Kyle again in the orange and yellow and silver. Down the back straightaway he goes, coming across the line at 1 minute
left.
6.9 back from Ricky now. Jackson Dunn and Chris Painter have been very close on the clock this entire race, coming down the straightaway together. Chris Painter falling back a little bit here now, going to be about 5 seconds back from Jackson. So Jackson 4.7 back from Kyle. Everyone kind of running their own race. Battle on the track now is going to be Chance Brazier in that number 4 spot, and Chris Painter in the 5. That separation 1.5 seconds. As we have new hot lap on track with 20 seconds to go. Kyle Johnson putting in a heater here late. So our leader coming down to the line, crosses with 1 second to go. Ricky Bozer getting by for 13 for sure. Coming up to
Brody's
that
out
rhythm
goes done.
section. That blue and white team associated ride. White wheels through that
Chance Frazier
roller
done.
up to that
Tyler
tabletop. No
Davis done.
pressure. Coming down
Jackson
the
done.
line.
Kyle Johnson done.
Ricky
Chris
Bozer
Painter
taking the
done.
win. 13-405. Got a
Bozer done.
4-12 out of Kyle Johnson.
David
All softball
Connor done.
done. Jackson
All
done.
drivers
finishing
are
third.
finished.
Followed by Chris, Chance, Brody, Tyler, and David.
The race
Drivers
is
from that race,
completed.
park your cars, get right back out there to Marshall. Ricky Bozer improving 20 positions over round number 1. Kyle Johnson up 13. Race 15, heat number 2 of
Up
4,
next, race number
75
15.
two-wheel drive buggy presented by Something Out USA.
17.52 WD
You
by
guys are up.
Sunfield. Heat 2 of 4.
Large margin. That car is dialed. Get that with the 21.5. With the 21. No, Mike's got way over. He can keep that.
1 minute to the start of the race. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
Cool.
Why are you all wet?
Because I wet my hair down. Because it was bunching up.
30 seconds to the start of the
All right,
race.
drivers, track is hot, track is yours.
It was like bunching up.
Kevin Gross,
and super
Scott Davis,
weird.
Mike Hood,
So I had to.
Matt Jacobs, Brandon Fry, Russell Stephenson. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Aiden Peterson, Eric Gilpin. Less than 5.
All right, shut them down. No new laps. I'm going to save you from yourselves as you're tumbling onto that straightaway. Aiden Peterson going to lead us around. Brandon Fry, 2. Followed by Scott Davis, Matt Jacobs, Mike Hood, Eric Gilpin, Kevin Gross, and Russell Stephenson. All right, drivers ready. Marshall's ready. Aiden Peterson on the tone in less than 5. Brandon Fry, Scott Davis, Matt Jacobs, Mike Hood, Eric Gilpin, Kevin Gross, Russell Stephenson. Oh, got one locked up on that wall ride. Go wide on the wall ride, wide on the wall ride. Clear? Brandon Fry on a good pace to start this one. 14 and a 4:16. That'd be good enough for a 10. Kevin Gross, 13-4-12. 4:17 for Scott Davis. So base blue with yellow on the sides on yellow wheels. Going to be our leader, getting himself a little wonky. Headed up to the wall ride. Caution rhythm, clear. Good rejoin spacing there, guys. Well done. Minute 30 into this one. Kevin Gross going to take over that top spot now. Oh no, and Kevin goes upside down right after taking that top spot. Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean. A mistake on your part does not give you bashing permission. So Kevin on a 13 and or making it 12-403 as Scott Davis now takes his turn at the top. So in case you guys missed the announcement earlier, Scott Davis and his wife are going to be providing us with some parts service beginning at the the next race, I believe, at the Boys and Girls Club. They're going to be working in partnership with Extreme RC Hobbies and JNS RC Hobbies in Marysville. So again, Scott Davis and his wife are going to be working together on that, supporting us racers. So we want to thank them for taking on that responsibility. That's kind of a big load for them to support us, but I know I always forget to bring extra stuff like, you know, all my parts or tires. So it's nice to have that bailout option. 2:45 into this one. We got Scott Davis, Brandon Fry, and Aiden Peterson out front. Everyone kind of running their own race. Everyone kind of separated by about 2 seconds or so. A nice clean race for the most part here as we're coming up on 3 down and 1 to go. Caution getting up to the hip jump.
1 minute
Oh,
left.
Kevin with a lucky bounce off of that pipe. So Brandon Fry and Aiden Peterson are in a tight battle here. Gap separation is 0.9 seconds right now. Brandon Fry getting hung up on the pipe. That might move Aiden Peterson into that top spot. Aiden crosses the line, a 13.416 with a 1, 4.16 with a 5 for Brandon. That will absolutely change those positions. Both drivers improving significantly. Up 5 for Aiden, up 7 from round 1 for Brandon Fry, up 12 for Scott Davis, up 8 for Mike Hood. 20 seconds to go, drivers. 20 seconds to go. Less than 5 drivers. Keep on going until she calls you done.
Scott Davis done. Matt Jacobs done. Kevin Gross done.
Waiting on 4. We got Mike, Brandon, Eric, and Russell to finish.
Brandon Fry
Russell
done.
stay in position.
Eric
Russell
Gilpin
stay in
done.
position.
Mike Hood done. Russell Stephenson done.
And that is the
All
race
drivers
drivers
are
all
finished.
stop, all done. All stop, all done. Didn't see what happened to Aiden at the end there. Unfortunately, off early.
The race is completed.
Scott Davis going to take that one, followed by Mike Hood, Brandon Fry, Kevin Gross, Matt Jacobs, Eric Gilpin, Russell Stephenson, and Aiden Peterson.
Up next, race
Oh,
number
looks like a
16.
broken arm on Aiden's car. Bummer.
17.52 WD Buggy Sunpedo. Heat 3 of 4.
75 two-wheel drive buggy presented by Sunpedo USA. Heat number 3 of 4. Race 16 of 20 for round number 2. You guys are up. Hold position until we get our marshals. Again, drivers from race 15, park your cars. Get right back out there to marshal, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Polly. Brian Parker. Anthony Lammers. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Jake Zalikos. Sausage. Josh Gates. Richard Orr. J.R. Clark. Jeremy McKnight. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no new laps, drivers. Shut them down, shut them down. Got
Less
to
than
check
5.
on everyone. Brian Parker going to lead us around. J.R. Clark will roll off 2, followed by Richard, Anthony, Paulie, Seth, Josh, Jake, and Jeremy. All right, drivers ready. Marshals ready. Brian Parker on the tone in less than 5. J.R. Clark, Richard Orr, Anthony Lammers, Paulie Fitchett, Seth Bozer, Josh Gates, Jake Zorkos, and Jeremy McKnight. Minute 30 into this one. Brian Parker is your leader. White, red, blue. Brian working his way up that wall ride right now, coming into the switch. Oh, he's falling back to that 4 spot now. Richard Orr going to take over the top spot. Richard Orr at 13.405. So it's going to take 14 laps to make the main here, as Toby Jenkins is the bubble boy with a 14.415 in round number 1. Brian Parker on a 13.402 with a 2 from round number 1. Richard Orr now a 13.401 with a 7. So Richard pushing to make that top 10, or that top 8 to get directly into that A main. Richard Orr over that tabletop, coming down the straightaway, working his way to the line right now at 13.401, 18 flat, now a 13.4 flat with a 9, pushing hard. J.R. Clark, 13.405 in that number 2 spot, 2.7 back. Another 2 seconds back is going to be Josh Gates with a 13.408. Had a good conversation with Josh, I believe it was last night, talking about how he's, or maybe it was this morning, talking about how, the car feels so slow running stock after stepping back from running modified. And sometimes that's the key to success. You drive a little bit of a slower car, everything happens at a more reasonable pace, your brain can process it, you wind up finding some success, and that's what's happening here. So Brian Parker, 13.406, as we've got Richard Orr on that 14 lapper right now, still only good enough for a 10 overall. 35 seconds to go, drivers, 35 seconds. So Richard coming across the line one more time, had a 17.9, backs it up with a 20.6, falls to a 13.401, trying to get back onto that 14 lapper. J.R. Clark giving somebody a boot up the wall right there. 10 seconds, drivers, 10 seconds to go. And drivers, that is time. Keep on going until she calls you done. Marshals, please stay in position until I call everybody done.
Richard Orr done. Jake Zalakos done. Brian Parker done.
Heat
Josh
4,
Gates done.
17.5 Buddy
Holly
coming
done.
up next. Brett
Anthony
Wilson,
Lammers done.
please. Looking for a finish on
Sausage
Jeremy McKnight. Jeremy McKnight to finish. And
Jeremy
that was a
done.
race all stop, all
All
done.
drivers have
Richard Orr
finished.
falling back to a 13.406. Falls back 4 positions in the overall to 13. J.R. Clark 2, Josh Gates 3, followed by Paulie, Anthony, Jeremy, Seth, Brian, and Jake.
The race is completed.
Again, drivers from race 16, park your cars, get
Up
right
next,
back over to Marshall,
race
please.
number 17.
Race number 17.
17.52
Heat 4,
WD
75
Buddy
Buddy, you guys are
Sentinel.
up.
Heat 4 of 4.
No, that's the thing about.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the
Track
start
is
of the
yours,
race.
track is yours.
Brian Carlson. Bradley Sproul. Sean Nelson. Patrick Zust. Sam Schrader. Scott Jackson. Mike Majori. Terry Yeo. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Toby Jenkins. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
Straightaway's closed, no new laps. Yeah, You look better in the dark, feller. Everybody look. You drivers okay with that shine over there? All right, orders Bradley, Mike, Sam, Patrick, Scott, Bryant, Sean, Terry, and Toby. Yeah, Bradley is sitting with a 14.409. He's already got his picture on the interwebs in 13.5. So, okay, here we go. Corners ready, drivers ready. Sproul on the tone. Majori, Schrader, Zust, Jackson, Carlson, Nelson, Yo, Jenkins. Watch the rhythm. Clear. You know it's a tough section when we got 3 marshals monitoring a rhythm section. You either love it or you hate it. If you got rhythm. Yeah. One minute in, Patrick out front, Terry 2, Jackson 3. Watch the rhythm, clear. Zeus on at 14.403, so looking like he's setting off on a nice pace here to maybe dethrone Bradley. What do we need out there for TQ? Porcelain toilet as our throne. Was that our, did that Bradley? Yeah. Oh. Rhythm clear. Patrick, 14.404. Bradley upside down, so that's going to affect his run big time. Jackson in the 2. Only 1.3 off of Zeus. Carlson now 3. Yo, Nelson, Majori, Sproul, Jenkins, Schrader. So Jackson making a run at Patrick, 14.405. Still on the good on the TQ run here. Your flow, pink, flow, yellow. That's your leader. Coming up on 3 o'clock, race 17 out of 20. Zeus and Jackson, 1.1. Green car crossing the line now. We'll check this time. 1.4. Zeus coming up on your rhythm. Your leader now. Double single. Oh, he gets a happy roll. That's not going to hurt him too bad.
1 minute left.
Patrick, 14.406. Jackson, 14.406. 2/10 now. Oh, off the track goes your leader. Green car goes by. That's going to put Scott Jackson out front now. Let's see if it's good enough to keep him maintain a TQ pace. It is. It's a 14.407 for Jackson on the green car, green wheels. He's just green, okay? Just green. Zeus knocking on the back door. These guys are racing the clock, so keep it clean. Work together. Work together. If he's faster, it pays to let him go, Jackson. 14 seconds. Carlson in the 3, Yo 4, Sproul 5, Nelson 6, Jenkins, Majori, Schrader, 14.406, 4 seconds. He's going to get by for another. Here they go. Your pace now 2 seconds separating them. Oh, Zeus, another mistake. So that's going to give Jackson, work with our leader. Work with our leader. He's coming up on the table. He's on a TQ run. Scott Jackson down the straightaway. Does he steal it from Bradley?
Scott Jackson done.
14,406. Bradley was a
Patrick Zeus done.
14,409.
Bradley Sproul done. Terry Yeo
You
done.
did get caught,
Toby Jenkins
Scott.
done.
You
Brian
get to go
Carlson
visit
done.
Brenda Wilson with your smiley face. Patrick, 14,410. Good run for you too. Bryant, 14,412. Bradley, 14,416.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 18.
All right, let's head right out the
Double
corner.
Indy
Right out
Modified
the
Buggy
corner.
by Willspeed USA. Heat 1 of 2. Tom Wagoner.
Get that out of the way, Wagner. All right, track is yours. I need somebody here. Yeah, we're good on the rhythm.
1 minute to the start of the race. J.R. Clark. Gavin Dyke. Derek Farmer. Brandon Dyke. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
Zach Lalone, Raymond Shell. I'm not seeing checks.
30 seconds to the start of
Do
the
I have
race.
Zach on the stand? Raymond Shell on the stand?
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no new laps. No new laps.
Zach Lalone, less than 5.
Race 19. Race 19. You guys should be making your way to the stand for the next race. On deck.
Raymond Shell.
Order is going to go Tom, Brandon, Derek, JR, Zach, Gavin, and Raymond. All right, there we go. Corner's ready. Driver's ready. It's Tom on the tone. Brandon, Derek, JR, Zach, Gavin, and Raymond. Watch straight away. Well, it cleared itself. Careful putting it on. Thank you. So Farmer out front early in this, 1 minute in, 15,411. Margus setting a 16-lap pace. That's a pretty good pace there, so that'd be tough to catch. So Farmer 15,409, Dyke 14,406, Clark 14,410, Wagner 14,414. Then goes Raymond, Gavin, and Zach. Watch the wall, clear. All you guys that are sitting in TQ spots for round 1, you need to visit Brenda Wilson to get your faces on the interwebs, please. If you are sitting with a TQ of the day, go see Brenda Wilson. Oh, watch triple. He's trying, clear. 2:20 in on this one. Farmer now 15-4-10. He's only a whole lap down. He'll catch up. Go get it, Derek. Go get that one lap. Brandon Dyke, 14-4-03. Clark, 14-4-07. Wagner into 5. Dyke 6. 7 is Lalone. Nice
minute
dancing,
left.
Terry. This is the RC Shuffle. For 15-4-10 for Farmer. Nice consistent run. Watch the wall. Watch the wall. Clear. .27 seconds left. Your orders: Derek, Tom, Brandon, JR, Raymond, Gavin, and Zach. There he is, busy. Just
Tom Wagner done. J.R. Clark done.
wow, Tom moves all the way up to the 2 in the last couple laps. Nice job, Wagner.
Brandon Dyke
Put
done.
your head down.
Derek Farmer done. Zach Lalone done.
And Farmer had his typical consistent run with a 15-4-10. Tom Wagner, 14-4-05.
Raymond Shaw done. Gavin Dyke done.
14-4-11.
All
for
drivers are
Brandon.
finished.
There goes Raymond, JR, Gavin, and Zach.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 19. 2WD Modified Buggy by Willspeed USA. Heat 2 of 2.
Still waiting on some corners. My rhythm section's empty. Zach,
1 minute to the
Gavin,
start of the race.
JR, Raymond, Brandon, Tom. Oh yeah, we're light. So I need people to fill in is what's going on. So anybody standing by the track here, fill in for me. Right here on the 6, grab the 6.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Anthony, you got one down there, right? Number 1, you're sitting right by it. Look at you. Yeah, isn't that awesome? All right,
30 seconds to the start of the race.
track is yours.
Sean Mabel. Sam Schrader. Aaron Brooks. Tell. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Never Ready Bunny. Boss. Less than 5.
I need Bristol and Phipps. Where are we at? Bristol and Phipps. Bristol and Phipps. You're missing your race. All right, no new laps. All right, order's going to go Marcus, Keith, Tyler, Ashton, Sam, Aaron, Carson, and Sean. Okay. Mine's over here too. You got a radio? What's up, Carson? Grab a tool out of the my pit. This is your A sort that's still trying to figure out how to work on their RC cars.
Ashon Bristol.
Okay, order Marcus, Keith, Tyler. You guys are going to go on the tone. The rest, I'll just call you all off. Listen for your names. Here we go. Corner's ready. Keith, Tyler, Ashton, Sam, Aaron, Carson, and Sean. Well, Ashton got handed the keys to his dad's car here. He's in your red and black checkered buggy now. Drove your truck here, and now he's driving your RC car, Tom. .253 remaining. Ramirez on a 16406. Wilbur in the 2. Schrader, Hadley, Brooks, Phipps, Mabel, Bristol. Oh, watch straight away. Inside, and clear. That is Hadley needing some assistance there, so that's going to set him back. 227. Wilbur to the top. 15-4 flat. Ramirez 15-401, back and forth between Tyler and Marcus. Aaron, Sean still locked in a battle there for your 3. Maybell 4, Hadley 5, Schrader, Phipps, Bristol. So 150 to go. It's Ramirez and Wilbur battling for that top spot now. Neither one of them are on a TQ pace. You got a 16-4-13 out of your leader Ramirez. Chasing that 16-4-10. Ashton having a run. I think it's a .3. What a relic. .120, Ramirez and Wilbur still 1.1 separating those guys. Nice job, Aaron. So Ramirez, he's got your orange paint now all by himself, so he's got a lot of open track to go to work. Wilbur in the 2 with Hadley now, making his way back to the 3. Maybell, Brooks, Bristol, Schrader, Phipps. 16-4-10. Back to that TQ pace now for Marcus Ramirez. So he is looking better than his first round. Was that Tyler? Nope, that was Schrader. So Tyler's still sitting 2.5 off the back of Ramirez. Hadley, though, it's, yeah, quite a bit off. So he's 5 seconds off the back of your second place Wilbur. 20 seconds on the master clock. Mini B, line them up. Mini B, line them up. Your order: Marcus, Tyler, Keith, Sean, Ashen, Carson, Aaron, and Sam. Keep going till you hear your name. Oh, leader getting hung up, needing assistance, and bobbles it into the triple. That's going to cost him a
Lost
DQ
time.
run. He had a 16.409. That's going to put him
Everybody
back to a
done.
414.
Sam Schroeder
But
done.
he will
Ashon
hang
Crystal
on
done.
to his round one at
Towel
16.410.
done. Sean Mabel done. Carson Phipps done. Aaron Brooks done. All drivers are finished.
Some last minute mistakes keeps Marcus safe on that win there. Marcus, Tyler, Keith, Ashton, Sean, Carson, Aaron, and Sam.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 20. Pro Mini B by Half Markets with Brent Wilson. Heat 1 of 1.
All right, right back out on the track, and we will get our Mini B, the driver's class, underway here at DieHard RC. If you can drive a Mini B, you can drive anything, man.
Chad Wheeler.
This is to test your eyesight.
1 minute to the start of the race. Scott Jackson. Derek Farmer. Scott Moss. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, no new
30
laps,
seconds
no
to
new
the start
laps,
of the
save those
race.
batteries. Tom Bristol, you gonna check? What?
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, it's Farmer. Bristol sounds like he's out. Jackson, Gilpin, McKnight, Wheeler, and Mass. All right, corners ready, drivers ready, Farmer on the tone. No Bristol, Jackson, Gilpin, Davis, McKnight, Wheeler, O'Reilly. Oh, a broken little fella. And Mass, sorry Scott. I got sidetracked. My pea brain, if it sees something, I lose it. It's hard to put those little things on, isn't it? Oh, Tom's back. Welcome back, Bristol. .115, Jackson, Farmer, Bristol, McKnight, Wheeler, Mask. Gilpin out early. Well, I think he got fixed, so here comes Gilpin there, yep. Don't scratch my body, Bristol. Bristol. Hard on equipment. It's hard to have anything nice around here. 153. Jackson, Farmer, Tom was in third, but now his car is, well, it's not going around the track. Wheeler, McKnight, Mass, that's your 3, 4, 5. So during the Hobby Expo, we're going to have some tandem driving racing, team driving, if our entry count allows. Maybe we'll do it on Friday night.
1 minute left.
So with the Hobby Expo, we get the track set up Thursday night. That means we have practice will start at noon, and we get to practice till 8 o'clock. So 8 hours of practice on Friday. We'll open up to late arrival practice on Saturday, 3 qualifiers on Saturday, and then mains on Sunday. That'll be right here at the Evergreen Fairgrounds in April. So Scott Jackson, Derek Farmer, Chad Wheeler, Eric Gilpin, Scott, and Tom still showing in 6. Yeah, Jackson, he woke up, well, going, I can't say it. He's just doing good.
Derek Farmer done. Scott Jackson done. Eric Gilpin done.
All right, waiting on Chad and Scott.
Chad Wheeler done.
And here comes Scott. Can't see his car other than white wheels.
Scott Moss done.
Yeah,
All drivers are finished.
Scott, Derek, Eric, Chad, and Scott Mass.
The race is completed.
All right, track will be open while Brandon sorts our mains. So track will be open while Brandon sorts our mains, but you will need to corner if you practice. That's the deal.
Up next, race number 1. Novice by Team Associated. B main. Up next, race number 1. 17.52 WD Buggy Subido. D main.
All right, drivers, it's 3:26 right now. At 3:35, we're going to go live with race number 1. That's going to be our 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy D main, presented by Sunplow USA. That's going to be Kevin Gross, Aiden Peterson, Chris Painter, Chance Blazer, Matt Jacobs, Eric Gilpin, Russell Stephenson, Brody Zarkos, Tyler Davis, and David Kerner. Again, that's going to be race number 1 at 3:35 p.m. That is 8 minutes from now. 8 minutes, going to be race number 1. Drivers that are on the stand, you have 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left until the track is closed. Once track is closed, if I could get Rugrat Crew to give the track a quick once-over before we get going with the mains, that'd be fantastic. Thank you very much.